Sometimes it's hard to find a reason why, when everything is falling and all that's left to do is try your best to keep holding on to the next sunrise. But you're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found. Sometimes a mountain means it's time to climb higher than you've been before. So hold on tight and close your eyes. You'll make it faster than you know. Closer to the sunrise. 'Cause you're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found. Where the light is found. Where the light is found. Where the light is found. Just look inside where light is found. You're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found. You're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found.
I can take these off, I think. All right. It's another Wednesday in the neighborhood. Welcome, everybody. My name's Claudette Huber, and we're about to start another Wednesday show. This is a show where I just start talking about things that have come up during the week or things that are on my mind. Hi, honey. David says hi. Right on. Yeah. He said, bye. I love how he's able to come here I think almost every show you've been here to kick me off. Yeah, I like that. Oh, so how's everybody's week been? OMG. Hey, Blake. Wasn't that fun having lunch the other day? I laughed so much. And I realized we didn't book another lunch date. Maybe we should have like a monthly, it wasn't lunch, but a dinner. Because I'm thinking B would probably like to be there, or anyone else that listens to this show, and start our own little posse group of people, a little club of happy people who want to go have lunch together. So maybe we should start that. You let me know what you think, but I think that is a super good idea. We could just pick a spot and, you know what? Let me do this. Let me check right now. Okay, I can pull up a calendar so I can see. We just had lunch or supper last week, and so 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're looking at like the first week, I guess, in, you know what, we will announce it. We will announce a day. I'm going to put this on my list of to do, I'm sure Christopher is all right with that too. And we're going to make it a happy, instead of the businessman lunch, it'll be the happy club lunch. Who knows? Maybe we're going to have to rent a room or something and get catering at some point. Hi, Kathy. Welcome, welcome. So Auntie says that she let you know about your hematite runes. So yeah, just find your other one, bring it in, and we'll do a switch the next time you're in town. There's no rush, but I was really happy to see that they came in. And we're just talking, so everybody, guys, we're just building it right now. And we're going to start doing a monthly get-together where we just get together for a dinner somewhere. And we don't go anywhere too fancy. We've done Solas because I really like their food now. And then we go to Flavors 8. So yeah, we'll have a little happy club dinner, little club, and we'll let you know what time. And so next show I'll announce where we want to go. And it'll just be, if you come, you come. If you don't, you don't. There's not going to be a sign up. It's not going to be anything like structured. I don't want to be worried about anything. We'll let the waitresses worry about us. I'm not in Dawson. I know, Kathy, you're not here. That's why I say don't worry about it. Whenever you're coming back in, and then when you find them, I'd love to get them. Okay. Rhonda, hello, madame. How are things? Your daughter's doing well? She is out of the country on a big adventure. Rhonda, I've seen some of the pictures, and I'm just like, wow, that's got to be a really tough thing to do, to send off your daughter or your son off to another country. It's exciting for them, but it's also like you're so far away. If you had to go and race, you wanted to go and help them, you wouldn't really be able to. So I shouldn't be talking like that. It's probably making you nervous, Rhonda. But anyway, I think that you're brave, and I think you're a super great mom because you're letting her go and live her life. Anyway, everybody that's listening, please feel free to join in on the comments. Oh, she's doing great. That's wonderful, Rhonda. I love hearing from you. I'm going to be pulling cards this show for people. I've got 2 decks we're going to pick from. And I think that's going to be the bulk of the show, really. I feel like everybody needs a pick-me-up and listen to getting cards read, and we'll just talk about stuff. Hey, B, your phone all charged up? Sorry I missed your message this morning. I don't know what happened to me, but I really wasn't on social media much today. I was really head down trying to get things done, darn it. I just feel like I probably every day, Lynette, I wondered if you knew about the show. Welcome. Lynette, I was just going to tell everyone, Lynette and, oh God, I'll butcher this. I'm going to say it, Shayna True, because I want to say the name that I remember my sis from. She did a name change, but she did it later in life. And so for me, it's so tough. When I think of her name that I always called her. So Lynette and her sister, my sisters, they came up today. They surprised me with a visit from Grand Prairie, so it was just wonderful. We got to catch up a little bit. Of course, I was working, so it was a very short visit, but yeah, it was wonderful. And I was saying to her in a message, I love how it is with a easy friends where it doesn't matter if you haven't talked to each other for a year. When you talk to each other, there's nothing there except we're happy to see each other, pick up where we left off, and then we're happy to say goodbye again. Like, it's not this feeling of obligation. Sometimes some relationships you feel like you're walking in and you're already feeling guilty when you see someone you haven't seen in a while, and you're thinking, I should have done this and I should have reached out more. And I just love that the easy relationships where we're all given space because we're living busy lives. So I really enjoy that about my Shayna True and Lynette. You guys are great. Janice and I in for a card reading. Okay, that's right. Everybody has to get their names in. Let me move my notepad. These are my show notes, and then I'm going to start a list. So we're going to have Kathy and Janice. If you want me to pull a card for you, you just need to say in the comments that you'd like me to pull a card for you, and I'll add you to, Blake says yes. Okay, Blake is getting one. Rhonda says we are saving money on groceries and Dawson is saving water. Yeah, we better save water, right? Oh my goodness. Okay, speaking of which here, I thought that there was something here. I wanted to make this big for everybody and wide. There, how's that for everyone too on the screen? I forgot to do that earlier because I feel like that's a lot nicer. We can see the comments better on the screen. So, and I like here in the comments, I can see where you're commenting from. So like Blake's listening to the YouTube channel, Happy on Main. Lynette's on Facebook. Pull one for me, please. Yeah, look at that. You're getting a card, Lynette. You're added to the list. I put you in there. I better get on track here. I always say, I don't know what I'm going to talk about. And then it turns out to be like just a... I usually end up running out of like time for everything. Okay, before I get going, we always need to talk about what we called the show. So I'm going to add this to stage. And this is a better view so you can see it better. Where's that? Now, I don't know. Last time, there. Well, hopefully you can see that really well. I'm going to grab the book from Dream Song Oracle. And you can look at the picture while I look at the picture in the book. So we called this one, let me look at it for a second here. Lean into the Storm. And it looks like card 29. Yeah, lean into the storm. I took a quick peek and I just love the umbrella thing. She's sitting there underneath this umbrella and there's this whole world above her going right up into the sky. That's really interesting, isn't it? And there's a full moon. So all kinds of things are just coming to an end. I get the idea that it's like a full cycle. Things are now at the finish line. So it's a lot of stuff going on for people. And I feel like for her, it's like she's almost taking cover because there's so much stuff happening right now. So I'm going to put this box back in its spot here so I have more room at the counter. So let's find out what it says. Lean into the storm. Nothing shows up in your experience that isn't on your side. That is so it's so important. I just that one statement alone makes me think like for so many people, when something happens in life, you say, why me? And I feel like that is not the right question, even though we feel like it's like, why me? Why is this happening to me? But instead, turn it around and find out, like, embrace the why me, like, embrace that it's happening, because it's not really happening to you. You're having an experience, and it's there for a reason. There is not one thing that was not meant to happen to you. Everything was pre-planned, I believe. We gave ourselves a list of things to experience in this lifetime. So when we hit the why me, these are often corrections. There are times when maybe we've been ignoring all of the little hints along the way. So now you're in a why me situation. I feel like it's never as desperate or like there was always some stuff leading up to it. B, please. B. Okay, B, I'm putting you in here. And so much stuff doesn't even have anything to do with you, and yet we make it all about us. The hardest part of hardship is accepting that your pain isn't only happening to you, but for you. Storms and burdens are gifts from your deepest soul self. This is when we grow, right? We're not going to grow when we're all comfy and living our routine and doing just our day-to-day, the same grind we do every day. That's not where we're pushed out of our comfort zone. That's not where we're learning things. That's just where we're comfortable and we're having a rest. Their aim is to help shape you into the person your soul wanted to become. Your soul wanted to become before you arrived on this planet. In this moment, you're invited to see your difficulties as temporary guests. And that's another thing. Nothing is forever. Nothing. Oh, B said, yeah, I can see the F for Facebook, B. I want you to know, no matter what you're going through right now, please take heart and know it will pass. Like, it's not permanent. And I always tell people, like at the shop around Christmas time, because for me, that's when I really look back and I think of what last Christmas looked like and what this Christmas looks like. And I reflect on the year and all of the things that happened, the experiences I had, and the growth I've experienced. And it's at that point when you can really have a good grasp and go, wow, you know? And it's that saying, like, I wouldn't change a thing because it leads me here. All the roads led me to you. I want you to stop maybe feeling like you're a victim in a bad situation, or like a victim that this is always happening to you. And instead, maybe look at it as, what am I learning here? What is it that thank you for this lesson, and I'm going to learn from it and move on. That's how I look at challenges. Challenges are not fun. I've recently been through many really hard challenges, but I feel like you grow. And when you're willing to go deep in and just sit with it, you learn that you're a lot stronger than you think you are, and it teaches you and shows you the areas that you need to work on. Yes, they're temporary. Nothing is permanent. Visiting with the singular intent of helping unearth your heart's truest song. As Rumi said, this being human is a guest house. Do you get that? This being human is a guest house. So this body, it's just a vessel. Our existence is this consciousness. This body is not the reality of us. The consciousness is really, truly who we are. So every morning, a new arrival, a joy, a depression, a meanness. Be grateful for whoever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. A guide from beyond. So it's not fun to have challenges in our life, but we also can kind of turn that frown upside down by looking at it and saying, what can I learn from this? Where can I be like a better person? How did I contribute to this? And I feel like so much of our bad stuff that happens in our life is ignoring the red flags. I'm just going to plant that little nugget right there because I feel like that's very true. Okay, so that's our card, and that's what we named the show. We always name the show according to the name on the card. So that's why we named our show Lean Into the Storm. And, I was talking to my friend Christopher, and he said to me, Claudette, people are feeling really, really heavy. And there has been a lot of heavy stuff on the news, I feel like. And I think now that I'm talking with you all, I feel like probably the pressures of Christmas are starting to come on. And it isn't a time of great wealth in the world for a lot of us. Like, I know in the United States, people are really suffering and they're watching their money. I had a friend post, she's down in Los Angeles, and she posted like a scene from the restaurant where she, gets occasional takeout from. And it's a Mexican food restaurant, and it was empty. And that place, she said, would be packed, especially on a Saturday night. And it was empty. She took a picture of it to show this beautiful restaurant. And there was hardly any staff there. And she asked, and he said, between the deportations and all of the money issues they're having there, he said, no, they hardly have anybody ordering food, and people are scared to go to work. This is not a political show, but I just want to let you know, I know things are heavy. I don't live with like complete blinds on. But I think that we need to acknowledge, we need to stay educated, but we don't need to dwell on it and stew on it. If you want to do something about it, great. If you can contribute in some way. But I think it's really important to be sowing the seeds of love and encouragement and inspiration. So the best thing to do to get yourself out of a headspace where it's negative is laughter and like just finding something good you can do for someone else, volunteering, do a little special little secret gifting, leaving something on someone's doorstep, are doing that phone call, writing a letter for a friend. Gosh, last week when I got that letter from Janice, I didn't expect that. And it reminded me how fun it is, to get a letter in the mail. Even though it's like kind of old-fashioned, it isn't. Like the fact that someone takes time to write a letter to you, it's beautiful. I used to do a lot of letter writing. Made sure to write to the people that I knew that were less mobile that I loved in my life, and they loved it so much. And it was just like going to the movies, but just a different way of getting your entertainment, right? And I'm going to hold that letter forever. I have all my letters. Kathy Baird. Yeah, I know. Blake brought it up at our lunch, the ostriches, and I said, okay, we've talked about it. Now we're not talking about it anymore. Like, we can acknowledge it's here, but we're not going to dwell on that. Because I do feel like we feed into like the good and the bad. And if we're constantly talking and festering and thinking about all the negative, I feel like we're feeding that engine. Like we need to keep concentrating on good things and making sure that we're doing as good as we can, spreading happiness and love, right? Yeah, so that's my take on that. Now, speaking about spreading love and goodness to everyone, I have a huge thing to tell you. 2 huge things to tell you. I've had 2 very generous gifts. Okay, I'm just going to remove the card screen. I'm going to move my microphone over. So Janice showed up, and that was today. She showed up today, and I'm going to show you what I got. She gave me my Christmas gift early. Oh my God, it's so dense. It's so heavy. I can't even believe it. This is a queen blanket. A queen hand knitted blanket. And it is so thick. Like my husband, David, when he touched it, he said, he couldn't believe it. He said, I don't think we've ever had such a beautiful blanket, ever. And I said, I know. It's so beautiful. Janice, I know you've got other projects going on, but we're already talking like we would love to commission a blanket for our son as a going away gift when he graduates next year. So I'm hoping we can fit you can fit us in the schedule. We'll pay you because he had a blanket gifted to him when he was born, and he loved it so much. He would put his little fingers in like this, and when he would go to sleep with his blanket. Is this not, Catalina, if you touch this, like, it's so dense. It's so dense. I'm just in awe. It's going to be on my bed. It's heavy. Like, it's dense. It's the most beautiful thing. So, speaking of most beautiful thing, okay, excuse me. I just don't want to put it on the floor. I want to make sure I put it away nice. Yeah, my son, anyway, he's like in grade 4, and we were in a little apartment waiting to move into our house, and of course this washing machine was not the greatest, and I stuck his blanket in there to wash it, and it got caught in one of the little hooks in the door, and unbeknownst to me, I ruined his blanket, his knitted blanket that he'd had since he was a little baby. And he was just so devastated. We've actually still kept it. We keep tying knots and salvaging it. So David was saying, I wonder if Janice could surprise Ben with because it looks like about the same pattern, just different colors. And maybe we'll get her to build Ben like an adult blanket. I would think that would be such a beautiful gift to give him. Janice said that'd be easy. As long as she has time to do it. I know Anyway, Janice, I could probably get you in business here. Oh my God. Enough gushing over this blanket, but it is just such a beautiful, generous gift. And thank you, Janice. And I had to share it with you all. Okay. So I had that gift today, but earlier in the week, I had another massive gift. So I'm getting my Christmas gifts early. Now this one I was told strictly by Blake. This is a gift from Blake. He said, Claudette, this has to go to your house. It cannot go in your room. So I was like, oh, okay. But he nailed it. So excuse me. This is just so me. So me. Look at that. It's an owl in the, I forget how you say this, atmosphere or something. And the candle with the full moon, the lush red curtain behind. This is one of those like dot art things. I can't imagine how long it took him to do this. It's beautiful. And I want to say thank you, Blake. Like, I'm just overwhelmed by the generosity of our viewers. You guys just really reinforce that, this space is needed and that you're enjoying our time together. And I'm just so grateful for the love. I cannot wait to put this in my library. And Dave and I are I know, me too. Owls are one of my faves as well. And Blake was telling me these eyes, he did that. So the kit didn't come like that. And I think the eyes suit him so perfectly. Like, yeah, I would have thought the kit would have came with the eyes. I think he's got a really good artistic eye. So thank you, Blake. I've got two amazing gifts. So I'm just putting that away. Make sure they're safe together. Okay, and to everybody else, I don't require gifts. I just, Janice does come for card readings once a month, so she's one of the regular ladies that comes in for card readings. So we have an extra, like we spend a lot of time together, and so this was just such a beautiful gift that she gave me, just to acknowledge our time spent together. And yes, Janice, I'm so gushing. And Blake and I have known each other since the beginning, since 9 years. So yeah, he's watched us grow and he loves the show too. I love it. It took me 5 months, Blake said, to do the owl. I am honored. Amazing. All right, what else do we have here? Okay, so I'm not sure how the show will go off. So far, we haven't had any technical difficulties. But David was mentioning, and he looked on his phone because there's all these apps, and you can see like what's going on with the solar flares. And he said that they are extremely strong right now, and hence we've got a lot of Northern Lights. I think yesterday, Dave and Ben were telling me the Northern Lights were just amazing yesterday. And I don't know why, but I did not see them. Just that little window of time in the patch of sky I guess I was looking at. I never saw it. Aw, you are good. Oh, Dave's given me. Okay, guys, I know this is so squirrel, right? I'm going into a different area. And this is for Janice and Blake. Let's give them an applause. Yay! I have sound effects. So we were just playing with them. Uh-oh, now my screen went funny. Go big. Oh no. Okay. I'm telling you, sometimes it's weird. And where's all my comments? Okay, I'm back. Aw. They are out tonight too, Blake. You can see the northern lights. David was saying it was really clouding over. And he told me too to expect that it's probably going to cover with snow. We're probably going to get snow tonight. No. So anyway, if there's any tech, like he had a little bit of buffering earlier, David was saying, and there was just a few little things and we weren't sure how the show would go tonight because of that. What else do I want to talk about? Near-death experiences. Hi, Corey, you made it home. Oh, my God. Jeez, you're such a trooper. I'm glad you're home safe. We're just talking about, I'm just walking into here this next topic, which is near-death experiences. Oh, you can't see them, Kathy? Yeah, that's kind of what we're thinking. But I guess Blake can see him here. Maybe people can see him here in Dawson. I am fascinated with people that have had a near-death experience. And that means that they've had, like, suffered something where they've literally died. And they have an experience on the other side. And then they are they have a choice. They're most of the time, in almost every story, they're told you need to go back, or some are given a choice. Do you want to go back? It's up to you. And I just find these stories are so fascinating, and they just make us just understand that this life is it's just a blink of an eye in the bigger picture of who we are. Like I say, this body here is just a small little, like it's just one chapter of our book of life. Do you know what I mean? So I don't want to, I know you don't want to have one of those, but they're so interesting to hear people's stories who've had that experience. So I wanted to share with you guys, and I'm going to go into my share screen. Stop slides. There we go. Share screen. Share screen. Here we go. Share. So this channel I'm completely obsessed with. I think I've listened to all his shows. Anthony Chen. He's a filmmaker, photographer from France, and what he does is these beautiful videos. They're not that long. Like when you go on in YouTube, if you put in his name, Anthony Chen, so right there, the Anthony Chen, and go on YouTube, they're short. They're like 35 minutes, 40 minutes long. And they're near-death experiences from people telling you what it was like for them. I'm just looking to see here. But I just wanted to share with you because it is so cool. Like here, let me click on this and see what happens. Maybe you get to see a little bit of something. So he'll give the name. Here it's John Paul Martinez. And these are so polished, guys. Like they're really nicely done. And I find they're so elevating. It feels like you're listening to like TLC or you're on the History Channel. And the music is beautiful. It's very calming. And the person will just start.
My name is John Paul Martinez. I live in the city of Whittier, California. My life as a young kid was very challenging. Very broken. I was molested as a young kid as well.
But you get the picture. We don't want to trigger anyone here. But everybody has a different life story. His just happened to be that's where they're starting. I looked, didn't see them. Okay, B didn't see any northern lights. Anyway, highly recommend checking out the Anthony Chen Productions channel on YouTube. And as you could see, you know what? I know, Blake, it sounds scary, but when you start listening to them, I believe it takes you Anthony, yes. Corey, you're going to be so inspired. That's what I want to say. Oh, hang on a minute. It's happening. I better take a lozenge. I'm getting all excited about this. So I can't see them in DC. Yeah, B can't see them either, the Northern Lights. What I find is comfort. So they will give their story. They will talk about their death, but it's not in a frightening way. What they're there to do, they come back with almost like a mission. Like they're bringing back a message from creation, creator. And there's many versions. What I keep getting is, you know, I always say there are many paths to heaven. Like, I feel like when there's that scripture in the Bible that says, my mansion has many rooms, I believe that it's all the different like aspects of him, like the different ways of connecting with him. I don't think there's any of the faiths that are doing it wrong. I think we all do it the way our souls are being pulled towards, and we can touch that divine love in many different walks of faith. I feel like you might be hearing me rattle that lozenge in my throat, so I won't keep it in. So they come back, and I'm telling you what, the message of love, 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 and just making life count. Don't get caught up in all the little stuff. And I feel like it just gives me such comfort. I don't fear death. I really don't. I mean, of course, we all think about what would it be like? Like, is it going to be painful? But I got to tell you something. All of the near-death experiences I've listened to, my takeaway is it's very, like, quick in the sense that you don't suffer. From what I see is you will get that initial shock. Say it's like a very like an accident related death, but you're cut out very quickly from that. You don't really get the impact of the pain. You're like immediately out of your body. And that's how their near-death experiences will start. And I've been this isn't the only channel I've listened to because I'm so fascinated with past lives and and just our souls and our soul's journey. So yeah, they just talk about it. Never seemed like there was any suffering. And I feel like that's a great piece for a lot of people, especially someone who's lost someone in a tragic accident and they think like they must have suffered terribly. It seems to me that they're pulled out very quickly. They might have that initial pain, but it's not a long, prolonged thing. Like when it's your time, your soul just is gone. It gets out of the body. And you can they'll see themselves, but they don't feel that. So for me, I find that very comforting. And I feel like no matter what my death will be, I feel as though, and I trust in this thought, that I don't think I'm going to be in my body that long to experience that. And I just, want to give you the opportunity. It'll be in the show notes. Please check it out. There's a lot of other wonderful channels, but this is the most recent one, and it's done so well that I think that you might really enjoy it. It also helps give you comfort about the afterlife and, what happens in the afterlife. And they talk about how they can see their loved ones and just all the messages that come back, and you're going to feel encouraged. It's going to take the fear away for a lot of you. I think you'll feel it, like really be inspired by it. So I wanted to share that with you. The meditation, unfortunately, that I did a few weeks ago, I still haven't been able to post it. Dave's been working extra days, and So I just haven't had a chance for him to sit down and help me do that. But as soon as it's up, I'll announce it on the show. I keep carrying that item over to the next show, so that I don't forget to let you know when it is loaded up. Let me see. What are we doing? 8:11. And I've got the list of that. I feel like, yeah, I'm pretty soon here. We're going to start pulling cards. So far on the list, I have Kathy, Janice, Blake, Lynette, and B. I want to show you a few new things I got in. I got a couple of decks. I didn't get a lot in. I'm really like small orders just to make sure everybody. Whoa, Lynette wrote a big thing. My near-death experience. My God, Lynette. Scariest event of my life, but it did make me the person who I am today, and I look at life totally different than what I did as a kid. I am grateful to be here today to let others know one can heal and be whole, even though you have had a death experience. Have a head injury and a physical injuries. Oh, Lynette, I really appreciate you sharing with everyone. One just has to be strong and believe life can go on and things are good. That's right. And I think you do get that. The people that, some suffer a little bit of depression actually because they see what life is like on the other side and they're like, why would I want to come back here? But then they're reminded you're back here because you have a life's purpose. You actually signed up to be here and have this lifetime, this experience here. And to go now would cheat yourself out of the things that you were hoping to achieve. So that's something to think about, right? Catalin, I put you in. I got to tell you, your people are missing you. I had 2 people come in the store that normally are with you, and boy, do they ever miss you. I won't go into more than that, but yeah, it's so cool to see. I'm so glad to see you. So, yeah, we got a couple of decks. There's this Girl Power Tarot. That looks fun. I got this neat one. Look at this, the Fairy Tale Heroine. And it looks like a very old fairy tale kind of artwork on there. I'll push it forward for you. This is by Sharon Blackie. These are new decks. Amanda Clark is the artist. So this is a 48 card deck and guidebook. So I got that. And then for the Egyptian people, look at this. Egyptian Sacred Animals by Los Scarbo. So that's another one. So that'd be cool. Of course, the scarab's right on the cover, but this is for the Egyptian people. This is gorgeous. I got this in. This is not only a journal, because Blue Angel puts out a lot of journals that have been very popular, but this is also now a coloring book. This is new for them to do. And the pictures are just, I love them because they're very old school. So this is based on the tarot, and it teaches you some things. And you can color. Oh, look at this. Just after we're talking about life and death. This is a judgment card. Yikes. What else we got? The Hermit. This is me on Sundays and typically Mondays if I can. Anyway, gorgeous. Oh, you're welcome, Catalin. So yeah, this, I've only got one. I don't get a lot of everything, but I wanted to show you that I did get some coloring books in. And this is another, look at this, guys. Is this not so beautiful? There's something about the artwork in this coloring book that just is so gorgeous. I don't even know if I'd want to color it. Let me see here. I'm trying to be careful with the book. But there is something so beautiful and calming about these images. So this is Frolic Through the Fields of Your Imagination. Welcome to the wondrous folk where mystical characters and fantasy creatures await your artistic touch. From whimsical fairies to enchanted witches, each page offers a chance to bring these otherworldly figures to life. So it's a beautiful coloring book. Would make an amazing gift for someone or for yourself. So I'm going to put those away. I just wanted to share that. You know what I didn't do is light my incense. Let's get some darshan here, and then we'll start working on our cards. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to take these cards over here. Put the boxes so you can see the different decks that you can choose from. And let's move, add to stage. Here we go. So I thought today we are going to give you a choice of which deck you want me to pull your cards from. Okay, where's my matches? I'm gonna light this incense, I got a candle going, our peace candle, because that's what we want for the world and for ourselves, peace. That's what I say. Even the little stuff. Do you know everything we do contributes to the energetic, value in this world? Like when we are doing good and gentle things and peaceful things and loving things, we are adding into that cosmic wave of energy, and we're feeding it and giving it the pluses, the love, the good stuff. So that's how I look at it. I want to be contributing and giving it love. And I want that love to be sown all around, and peace and hope for people. So I'm just putting that incense there with my fairy. And my match, I better put that away. Okay, I know you guys are probably excited for your cards. So let's get going. I'm just going to move my microphone over. So, okay, good. I'm glad you guys are telling me, Kathy. Green for both of us. Okay, so you're doing the heart one. Blake is doing the gemstone. Lynette, if you got time, I'd love to know. And Bea and Catalin, let me know which deck you want. So, and for anyone else that's jumping in and watching, you just need to let me know what deck and that you would like a reading. Okay, we're going to start with Kathy. And I took the cards already and moved them over here. So I was ready to go. Yeah, it hit me. We've got all these decks that I used to put out for when we would get our once a week evening where we would read cards. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to go rummage in there and grab some decks. You're going to use the green as well? Okay, I'm going to put you down for the heart one. There we go. We just got Lynette and Bea. When you get a chance, let me know what deck you would like me to choose for you. Okay. This is for Kathy. Oh boy, Kathy. These are the cards I get for you. You probably don't want to see these ones, and you're like, Claudette, your job is to give me good things. So these cards are just talking about challenging times and to choose your battles. So for you, I think it's really important that you decide what hills you want to die on. Like, what arguments are not worth putting all that energy into. I think you need to pick your battles, because I think that you're in a place right now where you're doing a lot of facing the music, in a sense, is what I'm getting. You're facing the music. You're looking and having to deal with a lot of different things, because things have kind of piled up for you. It's a really challenging time. I need you to be gentle with yourself too. So it's important for you to know when you're talking to someone and having that conversation that could be very confrontational, that you bring with you armor so that you don't take in all the negative words that are being sent your way. And it's so damaging. It's so damaging, those words. That's the words that want to imprint in our head. Oh, Anita Parr is here too. Well, if Anita wants a card, she'll have to let us know and pick which deck. So, Kathy, I feel for you. This is tough. I'm going to actually jump into, I'm going to just pull a gem for you. You've got all kinds of crystals at home. Oh, the blue lace agate. This is all about speaking your truth. So it's been long enough, Kathy, that you have not been speaking your truth. You've been avoiding it, and you're not living truthfully, and it's just time. You're done. You're tired of this. You want to change. You want things to get sorted out so that you can go and live your best life. Because right now, you're very much stuck. But that's not your story anymore. You are doing stuff and you're working towards unstucking yourself. So, oh, Cheryl's in the house. Hey, Cheryl, you betcha I'll get you a gemstone one. Gemstone. B, did B pick? Did you tell me if you're going for green or, I don't know. Oh, B said the gemstone. Okay. And then we just need Lynette. If I missed it, Lynette, you might have to say it again. So there's an affirmation for you, Kathy, and you can replay this later if you need to. You know what? I'm going to put it up on the screen, and if you want to screenshot that, I'll leave it there for a little bit, and then you can always go back to the video and then just stop it here and screenshot. But you've got an affirmation. It says, I am heard and understood. I easily and honestly communicate what is on my mind. I speak eloquently. My courage helps me communicate with ease. And that's what I'm getting for you too. Is so, like I was saying earlier, don't let the negative words and assault that'll come with you, because it's gonna be very confrontational, some of these conversations that you're gonna have. And I need you to go in with your armor and just let those negative things bounce off of his armor, okay? You had that picture of the shield. That's what I see. I just see you standing there and speaking your truth, but not, the stuff doesn't hit you. It's not getting to you, okay? Because you need to do this. It's time, girl. I would like a red card, please. Okay, Corey, you get it. All right, we're going to move on to red. We are going to move on to Janice. Sorry. I'm juggling the room, the chat room, and the cards. So, Janice, what do we got for you? Janice, the bearer of gifts. Oh, my God. When she put that blanket in my hand and when Blake gave me that picture, I had tears in my eyes. It's just stunning. Okay, just give me a minute here. Okay. Uh-oh. I am just going to get rid of that because I don't want to hear notifications. Okay, what do we got for Janice? Janice has manifest and win or lose. Win or lose. Oh, with the heart. So these are your pictures here. So manifest is all about making things happen. I was just thinking of this today, actually, about how things were being manifested at like a really fast pace this morning. Things that I'd put an intention out earlier this morning. I was watching them happen, and I was just so excited to see that happening so fast. So for you, it's a time to think about what it is that you're wanting, Janice. They're saying to you, you have an opportunity right now to make things happen. And I think that there's a little bit of risk involved sometimes when we go and pursue things. I feel like they're telling you they want you to be brave and go for it. There's something that you're a little anxious about trying or you want to do. And I want you to know that whatever you set your mind to and whatever your heart is like tickling you and saying, hey, I think that would be fun if I did that. It's so important. There's a reason why your soul is giving you that little nudge. There's something there, an experience for you to have. It's part of your soul's journey, truthfully. And so they're telling you, go in there just with an open book. And go in there not worrying about if you'll look like a fool or if you'll come out looking like you're the winner. It doesn't matter because you are in charge of your life and you make things happen. It doesn't matter. I really think that it's important for you to have more courage. I know you're a very courageous woman, but I wonder how courageous you are for yourself. I know I keep saying pick a card or whatever, but here I'm adding a So I got for you copper. So Janice, I think it's really important for you that you understand your manifestation, that what thoughts you put out there, you can make them happen. What we put out there is what we're growing. Oh, you didn't miss your reading, Lynette. I just needed to know if you're going to go for the red box or the green box. So you have an affirmation here too, Janice. I am a conduit for goodness, prosperity, and love. I am focused, grounded, and complete the task at hand. I am open to receive inspiration and great wealth. Here's your affirmation. I'll probably end up pulling both decks for you guys. I don't know what's going to happen here, but so far this is what I feel like. So Janice, if you got a little copper around, anything copper, could be a little copper fitting, I think that would be really nice for you to hang on to and look at and just remind yourself that you are the magician of your own life and to take some risks because what you're thinking and hoping and wanting it to be, it can be that. You just need to take the steps forward to make it happen. Okay. We got Blake, and Blake said he wanted a gemstone card. Okay. Here we go, Blake. Oh, Lynette says red. Okay, I think everybody's here. I'm just going to cross off those that I've read for. We've got Blake coming up. Lynette will be after that. Okay, Blake. Here we go. Oh, what you got here? You've got a beautiful affirmation about chakras. Apophyllite. Apophyllite is beautiful. It looks like clear quartz, but they're often in points. And they're like almost translucent, but they're not quite. They make me think of a diamond, to tell you the truth. So they're asking you this. Blake, do you proactively use alternative therapies like aromatherapy? I know you do. Crystal healing and chakra balancing. Are you a natural hands-on healer? Uncover the source of mental, physical, and emotional issues to achieve complete recovery. Cultivate your path of personal growth and focus on achieving spiritual maturity. I think this is a great card for you, Blake. This is really talking about you recovering from your recent health setback. And they're asking you and giving you the idea that maybe you want to go look at some alternative healing methods as well. I keep feeling like Reiki would be wonderful for you. If you've never had the experience, I would love for you to go find a Reiki practitioner that book a session with them and have an experience. It's lovely, Blake. You would absolutely love it. It's like all you do is you're laying on a surface. There's a blanket on top of you. It's very nice. It's calm. You walk in, it's usually the room is set, so it's very calm, and like the lights are dimmed down, and the person doesn't even touch you. Generally, they will just have their hand over you, and they're moving the energy around. So I feel like you have some energy blockages or things that since the illness that you're still hanging on to a little bit, and this would be a wonderful way for you to experience healing on even a deeper level. So Blake, that's what I get for you. Apophyllite, and they're encouraging you to go out and poke your nose a little bit, find out about, alternative healing, and maybe try a Reiki session, try something different. You have an affirmation. My chakras are balanced. I use tools for natural healing and balance. I understand the source of imbalances and take actions to restore balance. So this reminds me a little bit of our conversation when we had our dinner the other night. And I think that you would really enjoy this, and this would help you have a more positive outlook on things and to start recognizing how your body reacts to stress and all those things, right? Alternative healing can help you kind of give you tools on how to manage it. All right, so that is for you, Blake. I hope you enjoyed that. Blake got the gemstone. Lynette is going for the red gemstone deck as well. So Lynette, you are next. Here we go. We're doing card readings for everybody tonight. And I have those 2 decks sitting there, and you get to pick which one you want. I just need to. Oh, you got the Emerald Stone, the Banker's card, Lynette. It says here, do you wish to increase your wealth to obtain more financial security? Trust that you have the ability to be successful and prosperous in a loving and healthy way. Simply activate your inner money manager and achieve your goals. So it sounds like you've been thinking about money and how to generate extra income, and they're just letting you know that you do have the ability to do it, and you'll be able to do it in a way that is respectful to everybody in your environment that's close to you. So I get the feeling like there's just concern about, well, how you could earn that money and how would that affect everyone around you, maybe time spent away from people, like requirements that would be needed of you, or there's opportunity here for you to make some extra money. And I'm not sure exactly what that is, but money is coming up for you, Lynette. And they just want you to know that I think for you, this is probably something that you feel like I'm not so great at, and they want you to just start turning that dialogue around in your head. It says, I am grateful for my understanding of finances and money. I have excellent mathematical skills, and I handle money with ease and intelligence. So I'm going to put this up here, and you're welcome to do like a screenshot if you want. And if you can't do it right now, Lynette, just know that you can watch the video again on YouTube and then go fast forward to this spot and then screenshot it. This is your card. It's the Emerald Stone. So I don't know, maybe Pam has an emerald stone for you. We have emerald at the store, and it's also emeralds for love. But your reading today is about finances. Let me just pull an extra card here. It's requiring you to take a risk. So I get that. You're feeling a little bit anxious about a money decision. And win or lose, right? You're not going to win unless you try. So I think for you, this is just being mindful of everyone around you and making sure that I think that you're just concerned that not everybody's going to be maybe approving of your financial decision or what you're going to do. But I think that they're saying, go do it. Go do it. And don't be scared to try. Christopher is amazing. I know, B. So that's kind of what I feel like Blake could go and see Christopher. Christopher would be a great first-time visit. Okay, Lynette, I hope that was good for you. B also wants the gemstone deck. So let's see what we get for B. You're welcome. Money, money, money. That's the song I get in my head. Hi, Robbie. We are busy doing readings, so if you want a card pulled, you just let us know and you pick on the other screen. You can see 2 boxes there and you pick which one you want. Okay, so this is for B. You're getting the citrine stone, B. So this is something I want you to have on you. This is another money card, so it's interesting. Money is coming up for people. And what did I say earlier in the show? Christmas is coming up, so we're all counting our pennies and seeing how far it can stretch. I mean, gosh, just going to the grocery store is expensive, right? I want you to know that it's really important for you to kind of get a tighter rein on watching where your money is being spent. It looks like they're suggesting that there is some kind of, like, I keep getting like a reoccurring payment that's unnecessary. There's just a little bit of purse tightening that could happen, and it's not a negative thing for you. Oh, hi, Dakota. Oh my God. It's so wonderful to have you join us. Oh, thank you, Dakota. I really appreciate that. Everything is good. Let me know if you want me to pull you a card. So B, for you, watch out and just have a look. You know, maybe cull over that statement for your credit card and make sure everything is up to date. You know, sometimes those charges. Hey, Love Bug Blues. Welcome, welcome. So your affirmation, B, is prosperity abounds in my life. Working with numbers comes easily to me. I pay attention to the details regarding the money flowing in and out of my life. I really feel like for you, this is a way for you to find some extra coin that you didn't even know was sitting there ready for you. It's just that you have to shut that tap off on a certain charge. I'm really getting that for you, B. Have a look at all those little charges on your credit card statement, and I think there's some stuff there that's not necessary. Let's try one. Okay, Dakota, what do you want? The red box or the green box on the other screen? You let me know. Robbie wants a reading. Well, Robbie, you got to tell me which box you want. Yep. So just tell me if you want the green box or the red box on the other screen. So I'm going to do that. And Dakota. I haven't seen Dakota's name in forever. Okay. Catalin wants the John Holland deck. So here we go. Oh, all right. So Robbie is saying green. You got it. You're on the list, Robbie. Okay, so now is our time for Catalin. All right, Catalin. Just wish this cord was just a little bit. There we go. I see a Catalin that's like a homebound person right now, doing a lot of nesting and just being in her home. I'm seeing living room. Healing begins and rebuilding. Wow! Amazing for you. Let me pull back a little bit. So this is for Catalin. These are your cards. You are rebuilding, girl. I love this. Love bug, you can totally get a reading. Just put in the comments what deck you want. All right. So, Catalin, I am so excited for you. The heart is healing. The heart needs a lot of healing. And you are at the point in your life where you are no longer afraid to look deep and dig deep and really look at everything. You just want to be done. You want to start, like, you know how when you leave a sack of rocks behind and you feel so much lighter, you're ready for that big beginning. You're ready to look at things so that you can leave them behind. And then I want you to know you are not alone. I want you to know that someone that's passed away, that's close to you, and I feel like it's more than one. You really have a lot of support right now as you are rebuilding your life. They're literally saying, like, you've had to kind of huddle back. Like I said, I see you like you're doing a lot of talking, but you're away from everybody, and you're just really doing a lot of processing, and you're being comfortable in your space, but you're working things out. And when you're talking out loud, just know that your angels and those that love you from the other side, they are with you. They are walking the floor with you. They are sitting with you on the couch and curling up with you. They are stroking your hair. They are holding space for you while you get yourself figured out and you work through this, because this was a huge life lesson for you. You are going to do it, and you're going to be so proud of yourself on the other side once you've come out. So rebuilding, just know you're not alone rebuilding. And I feel like you would probably love to know if there's a crystal that would accompany that rebuilding. So let's pull this card. Oh, I got two. Well, carnelian is an energy booster. So I feel like that would be very good for you, because this is going to require a lot of stamina. You know, my God, emotions are heavy, and when we're digging in deep, sometimes we feel so exhausted, and we still need to do our self-care, right? Self-care is so important. So I think the carnelian will be really good for you to keep with your self-care, as far as like going to the gym or hitting that walking track, whatever that is for you. The clear quartz point as well for you, and that's just to have it's the master healer stone. So I feel like for you, for your journey, this will be wonderful. A clear quartz point. And hang on to that when you feel like you're breaking through, okay? Or when you need a breakthrough. I also am getting that it's not something that you would want on your nightstand. So this is something that these crystals are things that you would have during the day, but don't have them in your room when you're sleeping, because that'll be disruptive to your sleep. All right. Love you, girl. Okay, so we've got Catalin red. Cheryl she wants a gemstone deck card. Okay, so I'm going to bring these cards over. Lovebug says green. Did Dakota say any color? The green. Okay, I gotcha. So this is kind of fun picking a deck, hey? You are welcome. You're welcome, Catalin. Okay, so now we are off to read Cheryl's crystal card. Hope you liked your surprise box there, Cheryl. So for anyone wondering, I usually do like gift boxes, and they're seasonal boxes. About 4 times a year I do them. And I'm still deciding whether or not I'm going to do a Christmas one. And it's just a surprise box full of items, and there's a reading in it by myself. And you can just special order it. Okay, just wait. I need to just settle myself. All right, just to connect with Cheryl. All right, Cheryl. It's funny, I got like a whole tailbone kind of like anchoring down. Weird feeling there. Something about my tailbone. Green adventuring for you. I kind of laughing because I know you told me you were an accountant at one time. Oh, it was amazing. That's awesome. Gord, thanks, Gord. I appreciate the love. Thank you for loving my shop. If you want us to pull a card, you just let me know and I'll do that for you. So your first sentence, Cheryl, is, are you a money magnet and good at managing the basics that life requires? I feel like you do. You're the receipt lady, right? Recognize that you have the ability to manifest great prosperity and abundance in your business. Stay focused on a clear vision and use your business acumen. So I'm getting right away that this may not necessarily be something that you're engaged in, but someone that's very close to you, possibly your own partner, but there's somebody that's still in business and working, and you have a lot of good sound advice that you could share with this person. You actually help contribute in a positive way to the finances just by the wisdom you have. It says, prosperity abounds in my life. Goodness multiplies. Whatever I desire, imagine, and passionately act upon becomes a reality. So they're telling me that if you've had any thoughts about doing something a little differently, I think that it would be really positive for you to do that. I think it'd be a receptive time, and it'll be very financially beneficial to the business. Whatever this business is, whoever this person is, you've got something like a really good idea, and it will do very well for them. So this is your affirmation. Miss Money Girl, Cheryl. There, hope that was helpful. I feel like there's someone you'd like to give some advice about finances, and it will be well received. Oh, Catalin's my mom. I didn't know that, Ravi. That's cool beans. Well, I'm glad to have 2 people from that family here. Welcome, welcome. All right, Gord, you got to let me know, though, what box. I know, Devoke, right? This is so interesting. It's I always say, like, it's whatever flavor of the Kool-Aid we're all drinking. So here's our little soul family gathering, and I guess we're going to be talking about money. So we've got Corey next, and she wanted a red card as well. So here we go. Red card, which is these gemstone cards. For the fam, Jen. Very accurate. Oh, you're so welcome, Cheryl. I appreciate you letting me know as well. Thank you so much. Gord's also in the, oh my gosh, this is awesome. Look at this. Well, you let me know, right? I don't have Gord on here, and you let me know if you guys want cards read. All right, so Corey, let me just get a little connection in with you. You've got aragonite. They're really, they want you to start moving around. And that's so interesting because I know about you with your cortisone shot and with your knee and how you said your knee is more flexible and that you need to move. Well, guess what? This is like, do you have natural rhythm in your, okay, I got to silence. I'm so sorry about that, guys. There goes my throat. I'll just have that lozenge in my mouth for a little bit here till I catch my breath. This is so crazy that I have this reaction here with Corey's card. I think it's really important, Corey, that I really feel like I'm getting the message, like, don't let this opportunity go to spoil. And so I really want you to embrace and take seriously movement. Okay, just a sec again. Sorry, guys. Okay, I feel like I got it out. So it's super important for you. Here it looks, that's what it looks like. Really, I call it the Sputnik crystal. It's aragonite. It's like a star cluster. It's really cool. So if you have one of those or you can source one out, please do. This is going to remind you that you need to get moving. They really want you to move. Yes, that's so good. Dancing, because look at, you're in your affirmation, it says, I am light on my feet and have rhythm. This is so good for you. And once you start, it's just going to be such a beneficial thing for your body. And you know this. I don't have to explain it to you, but you're going to get everything going. And you're also going to get your energy center circling, and you're going to get laughter in your system, those endorphins going, and that's going to help heal your body. I use my core muscular strength to creatively express my emotions through motion. You go and dance, girl. I have endurance and enjoy moving my body. So much fun to let go, isn't it? So enjoy the dancing and see what you can do to keep it up. Doesn't mean you have to be doing it every night, but they really want you expressing yourself in movement. And I feel like the word rhythm is really important for you. So walking's great and everything, but I feel like you need to be in an atmosphere where there's an energy beat and you're following it. So if it's a Zumba class, whatever it is, if you can find something like that, I think that'd be really great for you. Maybe tell us, LOL. Could be me. I mean, I'm terrible for signing up for stuff, and then when I look at my bill, like, oh my God, what are all these little... Yeah, and so then I have to go and clean it up. You're welcome, Corey. My pleasure. Okay, so we did Corey. Oh, Robbie wanted the green deck. So off we go into the heart deck. The Holland deck. This is a very popular deck back in the day. I had this happening before the show started. And Dave made me coffee to help. Can my stepbrother and stepsister get a card? They'll both take red, please. Okay. Can I just get their first names? I'm just writing down. Just the first name is fine. And they're taking red, just so I have something to connect with. Even an initial, if you want to be like private, Robbie. Sorry, guys. All right. Here we go. So this is for Robbie. I'm seeing like a hat. Someone wearing a hat. Like I almost feel like a lumberjack kind of thing, like a worker. So it's a little blurry whether it's a hard hat or like a cap, but I feel more like the hat is work related. All right, Robbie. Oh my goodness. So these are your cards. You have a card to confront, and you also have a card about strengthening your boundaries. strengthening your bonds. So for you, I'm getting Robbie, the Liam, and Jade. Thank you so much. All right, Robbie. It looks like you've recently had to look at something, a quality of yourself that you weren't so proud of, or like a memory. Like there's something in your past that was really rough for you, and you prefer to keep it undercover. You prefer not to look at it or deal with it. But just kind of like Katerin, I feel like you're willing to start looking at things. I think that for you, sorry, just a sec here. I gotta mute again. For you, I feel like because they showed me like a work hat, and now I notice this guy's got gloves on. I think part of it for you, the healing past, there's something in the past that was really, you're being confronted by it a little bit, like it's coming back up and you're having to deal with it. But I'm letting you know that they're saying that you have work, whatever profession you have, it's actually kind of serving as a bit of a therapy. Like it's taking your mind, you know, when you're mindlessly doing something with your hands and then your brain will go off, then your subconscious is actually doing work at that point in your brain. And I don't mean to freak you out about that. It's just that's where the real talk happens. And since your brain is shut down and it's busy working on stuff, it starts to allow you to wander a little bit and think about other things. And you're able to look at them while you're feeling safe. You're in an environment that you're in control, you work hard. And I just feel like work is really good for you. I think the drives are good for you to just kind of be reevaluating things. And I think that for you, you don't want this to be a pattern. You don't want this to be part of who you are going forward. And you're also working on making the relationships in your life that are really important to you stronger. And I feel like this is a woman relationship with a woman. It doesn't necessarily have to be a lover or like a wife, but there is someone that you're in a relationship with that's very important to you. I get that real maternal feel, and that bond is actually being strengthened right now. And that's because you're able to look at something that has haunted you a bit from the past. You've not been able to really deal with it, but by looking at it and having to look at it, it's actually bringing the two of you closer together. You're creating a safe place for each other. So that's your reading, Robbie. There we go. All right, so we've got Dakota. Dakota wants a green card too. She wants the heart deck. All right. Here we go. I'm shuffling the deck. How are we doing? 8:59. Oh my goodness. Okay. We're going to do Love Bug, Stepbrother, and Stepsister, and then I'm going to have to say goodbye. And we'll do it all over again next Wednesday. So make sure that you're liking and supporting me on Facebook and YouTube. It really helps. Okay, let me just connect first here. Wow. Okay, interesting. This is for Dakota. Dakota, these are your two cards. You got sacral, the sacral chakra, and what else did you get? Seek the truth. I think for a lot of people, tonight's show is about facing our demons, facing things that we haven't been looking at. I think for you, there's some deep-seated things. The sacral is it holds all of that really rough stuff, that like that kick in the gut kind of incidences in our lives. And for you, Dakota, I just feel like there's some things there that you've they've been hidden and you tucked them away, and you're being called. And I think a lot of people are being called, I guess the question is, are you willing to open that up, to go have a look and see what it is? Usually we realize that we're much stronger than we were then, and we are capable of dealing with that and not having that haunt us anymore. So I really want to encourage you, Dakota, to think about whatever memory surfaces up for you when I'm talking about this. That'll be what this is about. It's something like really deep and tender for you, and you really don't like to talk about it. But they're saying that you have an opportunity that you could look at it and you could heal from it. And what I want to give you for a little nugget of thought is, good night, Robbie. When the trauma happens to us, at whatever age we were at, that's where we're stuck with that trauma. So say that you were 10 years old and something happened to you. You're still a 10-year-old inside with that hurt. You're not a 25-year-old looking at that hurt, or like a 30-year-old. You're still at 10 years old. So it's just saying that there are some things that as a child you may not have had the insight or the awareness, or you weren't old enough to appreciate, and you're going to get more pieces to the puzzle, and it's going to really help shed light on something that's been kind of hidden for you. You've been like not wanting to look at it too much. I would love for you to seek out some like a therapist or someone that you trust, like a mentor that helps with this kind of thing, because I think that you are ready to look at that and you could shed that. That's not part of who you are, and it's actually holding you back. That is actually like every decision you make is affected by this. Even if you don't think it is, it is. Deep down, that is one of the little things, hooks in every decision you make. It's actually weighing in and having an opinion and holding you back. So yeah, Dakota, I hope that was helpful for you. I'm just gonna get you a card. Oh, pink calcite. This is super perfect for someone that's dealing with really like heavy stuff. Pink calcite is just a beautiful, tender stone. I just want you to just remember, if you can get your hands on some pink calcite, that'll be very helpful for you, because it'll keep giving you the reminder that that's not who you are anymore. And you have so much more control in your life. And this doesn't define you. It doesn't define you, and it doesn't need to be in a dark closet somewhere. Because once you look at it, you'll be free of it. And it's just going to be one of those things that you can look at and go, yeah, that's part of my story, but it doesn't define me. So pink calcite. Here we go. That's basically what it looks like. I embrace the beauty in all life. I have a creative eye, bringing appealing style to myself and others, and I know how to give and receive care for myself and others. Bingo. Care for myself and others. When you give care for yourself, you'll be able to care for those in your life. All right. That is for you, Dakota. What do we got? Love Bug wants green. Okay, Love Bug, you're next. Thank you. I gotta go. All right, Robbie. Thank you for joining. I really appreciate it. All right, Love Bug. I know it's getting late. I gotta get these done for everyone here. Okay. We got Love Bug. I'm delving into the chakras. We had sacral, and now love bug is getting the crown chakra. And a well-deserved reward. OMG. I love this for you. I feel like the message here I'm getting is you've taken a risk. You're one of those that took a risk. You've started to embrace your gifts. You have some intuitive gifts. You're connecting. You're really starting to make that effort. You're making it a routine. And they really want to say thank you for doing that. Continue doing that. You're in a place where you are leveling up, and you're going to be rewarded for the dedication and the time that you're putting into your spirituality. Your well-deserved rewards, I feel like you're going to start being acknowledged more on a larger scale. I see you maybe sticking your neck out a little bit and saying, like for you, I don't know what kind of intuitive abilities you have, but I feel like you're starting to let people know you do this, you have this skill, and they are so proud of you. They're so happy for you. We need to be sowing seeds of love. We need to be helping people, encouraging people to live their best lives. And you are at this place where you're going to start reaping the benefits of being a benefit to others. You're gonna start getting some really you've been working so hard for those like real definitive proof moments, or like anchor points in your spirituality, and I want you to know that you are going to get, there's some on the way, and you've been getting them, and it's because you're putting the time in. So good for you, love bug blues. I was going to see, yeah, I pulled a social worker card for you. So you're definitely going to be helping people. I feel like you're going to be helping people that can't help themselves. I love this. Bless you. Aw, thank you, Dakota. Have a good night. And affirmation, the best care is always available to me. I courageously see through the darkness of adversity to make positive changes. Well-being is mine. You have a clear quartz cluster. That will be a crystal for you that I think that would be really helpful for you to have when you are in your meditation and your spiritual practice, whatever that is. Continue doing the work. You're going to start to see like getting these really cool little nuggets, these little confirmations. Like I feel like they don't happen very often, and there's these long stretches in our spirituality when we're doing the work and we're doing our meditation, and it'll be just day after day after day where it's nice, it's peaceful, but you're not getting like, you know, the clouds parting and the angels are going, oh, but you're going to get a few of these really cool moments in your meditation and whatnot. So there you go, love bug, that's for you. And you are welcome. Okay, who do we have here? We have sleep. Oh, okay, these are the brother and the sister, the stepbrother and the stepsister. So we're doing Liam first. And you wanted the gemstone cards. So I'm going to put these away. Stop shuffling them. Let's find out what crystal Mr. Liam needs in his life. Or not needs, but he would find very helpful. Good night, Lynette. I know, it's late, guys. Just going to power through. Hopefully, little brother and little sister here are still awake for their card. If not, you can always listen later. Okay, for Liam. Liam, I'm getting the color orange for you. And so you got the copper card too. You got the copper card. So for you, it's important to know you may be a kid, but you're an important kid. And you are an important part of the family. You're an important part of school. You're an important part of the world. I want you to know, Liam, everybody on this planet is here because they're supposed to be here. And you have a very special reason for being here. You were not a mistake. You were put on this planet. You were born because you were supposed to be born. So now the big mystery is, well, what am I here for? I want you to know you're going to learn what that is. And I need you to understand that you have a really important part to play and that you are already an important part of people's lives, and that I want you to keep following the things that are very special to you, the things that make your heart really happy or that you can't stop talking about. Good night, Corey. You're welcome. Yeah, Liam, I want you to just know how precious you are. Like God, the Creator, every person, every soul that exists on this planet, He made them. And He doesn't make mistakes. So I really want you to think and start thinking about the things that you love to do and just go for them as much as you can. Even if it means you're not going to play with your friends on Saturday because you enjoy drawing so much. Maybe you love sketching. Whatever it is, it's going to be important for you and it's really good for you. So go and chase those things you're really good at. And if you can get a little chunk of copper around you, that'll be a really good stone for you, for your artistic abilities. Because there's things that you're really passionate about and they're important to you. And they're going to later be important in the big world when you grow up. Okay, so this next card is for Jade. Here we go. Jade, this is our final card, and then I will play my most favorite song and say goodnight to everyone, and we'll do it again on Wednesday. So here we go. Jade, beautiful. Her name's already a stone. Okay. Jade, you got the malachite stone. And they're talking about you make people laugh. Oh, did Gord? I didn't read a Gord. I can read a Gord card. I don't know how I missed Gord. Thank you. Let me know, though, because Gord didn't get put on the list here. Just remind me what he needs. Is it a red or a green? So I'm going to jump back into Jade here. I will read for you, Gord. No worries. The malachite stone. So malachite, traditionally, I think of that stone as the protector of families and for children. So this is beautiful. Stone for you. I think that you will find it really comforting if you can get your hands on a little stone of malachite. That'll remind you that you're not alone and that you're protected. And I want you to know you are an important part of the family. You are actually the one that makes people laugh. And laughter is super important. You know, sometimes when we're adults, we forget to laugh. We get so stuck on everything else we got to do. You know, we've got bills to pay. We got to go to work. The phone is ringing. We have to talk to the bosses and the people. And everyone wants an answer from us. So being an adult, we have a lot of responsibilities. But you bring to the table a breath of fresh air, and you bring laughter. You say quirky things out of nowhere, and everybody just kind of stops and starts laughing. And that's really important. You're an important part. It says, I have a great sense of humor and I uplift others through levity. I am quite the character and enjoy being the center of attention. I love to tell jokes and make people laugh. So I think for you, your job, Jade, is to keep making people laugh. Keep reminding them and pulling them out of their bad places, because you know exactly what to say and you'll help get people back in the right mindset that they need to be. And it's so important. Humor is so important, Jade. Don't ever minimize your important part of the family and at school and what you do for people. People need laughter in their life. They need people that make them laugh. And it brings good energy into your body. It makes you healthier. So you're doing a great service for the world by being funny. Okay, Gord. All right, and we said green. So I'm going to switch over, and I apologize. I thought I had everybody. All right. Humor is really amazing. I am one that takes life too seriously a lot, and Dave is the one, he'll just like say this silliest thing at the most, like when I'm like really stressed out, and then I'll stop and I'll be annoyed, and then I'll look over and it'll be just like it washes over me. I'm like, Claudette, quit being so serious, right? You're welcome, Kathleen. Okay. Final. This is final. Gord just made it. You just made it, Gord. All right, let me connect. Okay. The top of my head all of a sudden is like really, really overwhelmed. I think there's a lot going on with you. I think that do you feel like you've got a little bit too much on your plate? And that I feel like you're also like, this isn't the right time for this stuff to be happening. I think that maybe for you as well, like I feel like you might have been starting to feel like you almost have like some psychic gifts or something. Something weird is happening, like maybe premonition. I'm not sure what exactly is going on, but you as well have a gift. And we are all here at this time during a very tumultuous time on this planet because we're important parts to this whole show that's happening. So these are your cards. You've got the Shine card and the Trust card. I want to encourage you, Gord, to just go with it. Go with it. There are a lot of males in the industry that read cards or do energy healing. And I'm not saying that'll be you, but I'm just saying that you do have a gift. And you could help a lot of people with your gift. And sometimes it's just the gift of words, how you can help center someone and bring them. But I do feel like right now you're feeling like there's a lot happening. Like my crown, and it's your that's your psychic like connection. I think, okay, so I got this too. And I feel like there needs to be a little bit of cleansing happening. I think that you've got some attachments to you, and that's not to freak you out. We get attachments from every single person that we have interactions with every day. So I think for you, I would love for you, yeah, I'm really swirling. So your team, and when I say your team, your angels, those who've passed on, and they're on the other side watching you and cheering for you to have a great life. They really want you to start thinking about the power of smudging or some way for you to wash away all the things that you carry from a day. You're carrying too much, and it's kind of making you cloudy. It's clouding your vision. It's clouding your, like, I know this is my purpose and this is what I'm doing. I feel like you're feeling a little overwhelmed. But they're saying if you start just looking at, and it's funny because it's in my notes, energetic house cleaning. I actually started to type that out in my show description, and then I deleted it, and I shouldn't have done that because here it is. It's for you. So the theme is for you, gourd is learning, or if you know about it already, start doing it. You're going to be really impressed. I'm going to be starting to envision like a Merkaba in my mind at night, and then I'm spinning it both ways, so they're kind of counterclockwise to each other, and I'm going to just envision it tidying up and cleaning up all of those tendons, all of those people I had interactions with today, and taking them all up into this, I'm getting lost into the Metatron, into this Merkaba symbol. This is the Merkaba. And if you want to do this, and envision that it's a golden Merkaba, and it's like spinning, and it's just kind of like running around and grabbing all of those cords off your body energetically. Envision that, taking them into this golden light, the Merkaba, and it can process that, make it exactly what it needs to be for the highest and greatest good of everybody. But you don't need to keep carrying everybody's shit, because you have an important job. All right, I think we did, everybody. I hope I'm not disappointing anyone. Thank you for watching. This was a longer show than normal. I'm going to see you next Wednesday. As Blake says, love you and leave you. My heart goes out to you. You guys, we're all in it to win it. And we just keep knowing there are really good people out there, and we're all cheering for each other. I'm going to play my song, and I will see you next week. Here we go. Media. Where is my intro? Bye, guys.
Sometimes it's hard to find a reason why, when everything is falling and all that's left to do is try your best to keep holding on to the next sunrise. But you're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found. Sometimes a mountain means it's time to climb higher than you've been before. So hold on tight and close your eyes. You'll make it faster than you know. Closer to the sunrise. 'Cause you're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found. Where the light is found. Where the light is found. Where the light is found. Just look inside where light is found. You're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found. You're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found. Sometimes it's hard to find a reason why, when everything is falling and all that's left to do is try your best to keep holding on to the next sunrise.